So today we're going to be going over the patch notes for Warzone Season 2. It looks like they dropped it about middle of the night last night. It's kind of late that they're dropping it, considering yeah, this update comes out tomorrow. So we are going to get right into this. So as previously discussed in our recent community update blog, we are ramping up our fight against cheaters across both multiplayer and Warzone, with new security measures deploying throughout the upcoming season. At this point, it's like, I believe it when I see it. There's no there's no more trust with Activision. Like, when the cheaters stop, as a PC user who's at the point where I can't even tell anymore if somebody's cheating or somebody's a really good player, and I've put a lot of hours into this game. Like, when somebody's blatantly cheating, they're blatantly cheating, but when you can't really tell if somebody's walling or using soft aimbot, it's beginning to become very frustrating, because you don't even know anymore. And then the desync of the servers and the kill cam's not being precise and showing what exactly happened or how exactly you died. It's very frustrating. But the good news is that I will point out is that it says it includes major upgrades to the kernel lever anti-cheat driver. So basically what that means is that we're finally going to get a kernel level update to the anti-cheat, kind of like what Valorant has, and that's what everybody's been praying for, because these anti-cheats they're running rampant. Terminator Skull drop event, we'll probably get like Iron Trials or something like that with this, or Titanium Trials. Shadow Hunt. To join Nocturne, you must first complete the challenge event. Battle Pass. Progression Prestige. Address an issue calling congratulations, you master Prestige screen to appear after every match for some Prestige Master players. Players who've received max level will now see a reminder that they've hit Prestige available. Okay. Yep, camos. Players can now equip any unlocked special camos to a weapon as soon as they unlock any 5 military camos for that weapon. Needed to unlock all 9 military camos for at least one mode to equip special camos. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So now you can you don't have to unlock all 9 military camos to unlock the special camo that you like. You can just, it's down to 5 now. So you unlock 5 camos, you get, was that 25 headshots, right? Because it's 5, 10, 15, or 50 headshots, 5, 10, 15, 25, 50, or something like that. You get the headshots that you need, and then you can start equipping special camos, which I don't know anybody that's really rocking special camos like that, so it is what it is. Challenge bars now appear below special camos. Mastery camo switches on the camo tab in the gunsmith. The currently equipped camo will now be highlighted by default. Cool. Social added a favorites only filter, which is, I guess, pretty cool. You find your friends that you always play with consistently, you could just add them to a favorites tab and be fast and easy right then and there. Player mic indicators will now appear when viewing the party channel or game channel. Sort by progression or sort by rank will now display the applicable level or rank icons in the friends list. Dark Ops calling cards that you haven't unlocked yet yourself will no longer appear as classified. Cool. For the people that care about 100% in the game and unlocking all the challenges. Buy stations locations have been updated across Urzikstan. Cool. Gulag loadouts have been refreshed with new weapons and equipments. Hopefully no more AS Val or AK, which the AK wasn't too bad, and the AS Val is very hit or miss, but hopefully we get some other weapons in there. The automatic break release timer has increased to 240 seconds, up from 60. So now you can hold the train down for 240 seconds. That's interesting. The train is a bit too eager to get back into motion, disallowing some interesting plays with both hijacking the train and essentially parking it in power position. So that makes it a lot better. So I like that. That's a good update. So now you can park the train wherever you want it, and it'll stay there for was that 4 minutes? 4 minutes is a long fucking time. That's a long time. That's like the final 6. That's like the final, was it up to 10 zones? It's like the final, or 8 zones. It's like the final 4 or 5 zones. It's like majority of the map. The first zone is 4 minutes. It's like 4 minutes. Buy stations. 2 additional buy stations have been added to Area 99. Always a good improvement to add buy stations to a map, because gives you, especially in Resurgence, because gives you more opportunities to buy back and not and reach a buy station that's not being, you know, watched by another team. Playlist update. There's a playlist for Season 2, Trios and Urgizan for Ranked. Of course, that's not going to change. Solo Duos Quads for Battle Royale. I don't understand why they don't just keep Trios. Like, if you like Trios but you don't like Ranked, now you have to get a 4th or just play with 1 man down. Like, whatever. Resurgence, Solo Duos, Trios, Quads, available for Rebirth, but not for Area 99. It's only quads. Doesn't make any sense. I guess that's what their data is telling them, that people only play quads for Area 99, whatever, and Plunder is quads only. Ranked play. For second season of ranked play, we're deploying adjustments to restrictions, SR gains, and deployment fees. Notably the tracker perk, line of sight, ping, cool. I don't know if that will really change and be noticeable for anybody like below diamond, which is me currently, because I just don't play the game that often. I haven't really played the game much at all this year, because it's just been in a bad place. It's just really been one bad launch after another. The launch of the game, the launch of Area 99, the launch of this game onto Warzone. Like, it's just been one bad update after another. So I haven't played much, but the little bit that I have played, I've gotten up to I think I'm plat 2 right now. So but I'm not trash. I swear, I got in the last season of Modern Warfare 3, I got to Crimson. So crossplay. This is the huge one. The following changes are being implemented to the launch of Season 2 to provide players on console with the option to best select... Why does it keep doing that? With the option to best select the platform pools that they wish to matchmake with. So PlayStation, they're basically... You can turn crossplay off on PlayStation and Xbox, and you can do it to the console that you're specifically on. So PlayStation, so if you have crossplay on, enables matchmaking with all platforms for ranked. And this is only for ranked. I don't know if they're implementing this for pubs. It doesn't seem like it, because, you know, it says for ranked playlist. So, but on means you're going to be matched with Xbox and PC players. On console only, which is what I probably would recommend to everybody, is enables matchmaking only with other console players. So you get Xbox players in your lobby as well. And then off restricts matchmaking for only your platform. So PlayStation, if you have it off, you will only be playing with PlayStation. Xbox will only be playing with Xbox. Restriction tracker perk has been removed from the restricted items list in Warzone ranked play. Okay, so you can't live ping players. No, it's been removed from the restricted Warzone item list. So now you can run tracker, but it no longer live pings players. Instead, applies an outline to enemy players that is not visible through walls. Cool. Skill ratings, elimination, rank delta, rank, elimination SR. Cool. Placement, same shit. Nothing's really changed. I do think they need to nerf this though. This 100, I think it's too much for first place. I might be bugging, but I think they just put there's too much emphasis on, you get too many points for placement, and there's too much emphasis on trying to stay alive and get the placement versus just getting the kills. And I think there needs to be a balance. Like, this needs to drop down to 75 or 75 or even 50, and then this is like top 5 would be like, if this is 75, this is 50, then 25, then 10, 5, you know? Like, you shouldn't get any SR for being top 30. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Top 20, sure, you get 10 SR, 20 SR. Top 15, top 10, top 5, okay, yeah, you start getting like a good amount of SR. And then first place, you obviously get the most, but it being 100, there's too much incentive on, let me hide in a corner and only come out when I absolutely have to, and, you know, everybody stacking against each other, which, yeah, I get it's a team game and you gotta, and I'm not advocating and saying like body stacking is bad because you want to win. Like, that's the whole point of ranked, and getting a higher rank is your body stacking, you're playing as a team and shit, but the SR incentivizes playing like a rat. And that was a big problem. It's still a big problem now, not as much as it was in Warzone 2, and I don't even want to think about Warzone 2 in that time, but you would literally have, it'd be like 6-7 circle, and you'd have 100 players, 70 players still on the map, and it was just absolutely ridiculous how many times that happened. And it just incentivized camping and waiting till the final circle way too much, and you got the whole lobby still in the final 3 circles, and it's just ridiculous. And you have that issue with this game a little bit, not so much so, but because of the terrain of the maps and all the buildings and the hiding and stuff, but still, like, 100 is just so much SR to not want to, you know, camp out to the last second. So I think they either have to nerf the amount of SR you get for placement, or buff the amount of SR you get for kills. Like, they have to incentivize killing a bit more. Deployment fees still stay the same, not much change there. So Plat 2, yeah, it's that 50. The rewards for season 2, these are pretty cool. I don't think we've gotten camos on the guns before, but that's pretty cool now. Complete the second season of Battle Pass and season rewards. Yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try to play a bit more of season 2, because they're giving us the kernel level driver for the anti-cheat, and it seems like, and they're fixing a lot of bugs and whatnot. So hopefully the game will be a lot more smoother, a lot more playable, and we'll be able to have a little bit more fun. But yep, those are all the rewards right there. Buy stations, all buy stations, including deployable and standard ones, now close at the beginning of the final circle announcement. That's actually a crazy change. So that means no more being able to buy your teammates back in the final circle announcement, which I don't know many people that were doing that, unless like you had a buy. Not many. It doesn't happen very often where you have a buy station in final circle or close to final circle. So I guess for the few moments that does happen, you can no longer buy your teammates back, so you're kind of fucked. I like that for Resurgence. That's gonna kind of suck, but I like that for a big map because that means that no buy station is gonna be available, and you can't cheese. Battle Royale is gonna start feeling more like Battle Royale. You can't just buy your teammates back constantly. Like once that final circle hit, that final circle hit. Deployable boxes, utility boxes such as munitions and armor boxes and others can no longer be placed in the gas. Oh, so that means you can't cheese. Oh, right there. Look at that. You can't cheese. Identify other cheese strategies. So you can't like stim, not stim glitch, but stim boost, I would call it, and like buy 20 ammo boxes and just sit in the gas and freaking stim away, so you don't, you last longer than the other team in final circle. So that's pretty cool. That's good. So deployable boxes and buy stations closed in the final circle, so you can't, taking away the cheese elements of the game. I like that. I like that a lot. Forces you to play your life a bit more. So that's good for the aggressive players. The aggressive players that like want to get the win and are aggressive and want to get the kill. Skill gap. I like that skill gap. Score event added a new splat score event in the Battle Royale, which triggers when a player is eliminated while parachuting or skydiving. Interesting. Experience Battle Royale. Player XP increased by 7%. Weapon increased by 10%. Resurgence. Player XP decreased by 8%. Weapon XP increased by 10%. Plunder player increased by 22%. Weapon XP decreased by 13%. Cool. It is what it is. I don't know many people that use Battle Royale to upgrade their weapons and stuff. Like, majority of people buy the game and use multiplayer, upgrade the game, upgrade the guns in multiplayer, and then use it in Battle Royale. At least in my experience, all my friends, that's what all we do, and I'm pretty sure a majority of people do it that way too, because why not? It's the easier way to do it. Quality of life highlights. Advanced UAV. Advanced UAVs now display elevation arrows. Cool. I feel like it should have been that way the whole time, or was that way. I don't know why they took that out, or maybe it just wasn't working. Warzone barracks. The button layout in the Warzone barracks has been reorganized to match the structure used in multiplayer and zombies. Cool. Are we going to get leaderboards for ranked? Because there's no leaderboard for ranked Warzone. So that's cool though that you redid the button layout. Nobody asked for that, but cool. Ammo caches depots now function like munition boxes. You drop additional ammo on the ground. That's cool. Pinging buyback flares. Players can now ping the flare from buybacks to better alert their teammates. Interesting. Pretty cool. Max stat tracker. The font used in the max stat tracker has been adjusted for improved readability, especially at lower resolutions. Detailed weapon stats. I don't think that was an issue to begin with, but cool. Detailed weapon stats. New stats have been added. The layout has been redesigned to prioritize data clarity and accessibility. Cool. Fade distance. The fade distance for loadout and cash drop crates while parachuting has been reduced to 300 meters for improved visibility. Body shield. Victims are no longer automatically released mid-air. The outline of the victim previously visible through walls has been disabled. Players can no longer release a victim without executing them first. I guess that just fixes some of those bugs where you executed a person or whatever the case may be and it wasn't killing them, or you released them and it would bug out or whatever the case may be. Jumping, increase both jump speed and excessive jump height with one unmodified successive jump. So this kind of sounds like bunny hopping, but you can't stim boost. So that's how that reads. Increase both jump speed, so how fast you jump, and excessive jump height, so each additional jump, the height of it, right, with one unmodified successive jump. So it sounds like if you try to stim boost and you jump, you'll increase your jump speed and distance, but the next one won't carry over to the next one because it's modified. It's not the base speed. So yeah, so that's sounds like we have bunny hopping back, but not with stim boosts. Parachute, increase the speed of the parachute cut animation, thank God, making cutting a parachute and readying your weapon significantly faster. Increases player velocity when landing from a cut parachute for smoother transition to a full sprint. Thank God, because yeah, like it says, it felt way too restrictive. New perks, reactive armor. Your armor will regenerate up to 50% if you have not taken damage in the last 5 seconds. Available via event reward. Sounds really good if it was like 2.5 seconds. 5 seconds is a long time, especially when you're in the middle of a fight. Like, you don't really, if you're in the middle of a fight and both teams are good, like the team you're fighting is good and they're pushing you, you don't have 5 seconds. This might be a useless perk. If they cut that down to 2.5 seconds, then maybe. But 5 seconds is a long time. Adjustments. Tracker pings have been replaced with an outline that is not visible through walls, but will still appear on targets through smoke. Tracker can now mark up to 5 targets simultaneously. Engaging a 6th target will remove the outline of the first target. That second one is broken as fuck, but I don't know how viable it is since you won't be able to see through walls anymore. But being able to see through smokes will be really good for endgame. Endgame will be wild. Everybody throwing smokes. Think again. I got tracker. All I gotta do is hit you once and I can see you. That's kind of like walls, honestly. That's like they're giving us walls. Dexterity. The weapon handling component of dexterity has been enhanced and is now a default perk for all Warzone. So you automatically have dexterity. So weapon handling will be faster. Mountaineer. This perk returns in slot 1, replacing dexterity. Fall damage reduction has been significantly improved compared to current version with dexterity. So hopefully, though it's not as powerful as the iteration of Modern Warfare 3, hopefully it's better than what they gave us in the beginning, in like season 0, before they took it away. Or not, they didn't take it away, but hopefully it's better than what it is right now, which is non-existent, essentially. Modern Warfare 3 was busted. You can literally drop off almost any height and survive. It was a little busted, but hopefully it's now like a good middle ground. So it's not like non-existent, but it's not Modern Warfare 3-esque, right? So I think Modern Warfare 3, you could drop from like 30 meters and still survive. Like, you don't need to do it. And the base is, I think the base right now is like 13 meters, right? And you could survive, or 16 meters or something like that. Like, go in the middle, like 23, 24 meters, right? Something good. Veteran now provides significant damage reduction against the effects of gas grenades. Cool. No, but I don't know if many people run Veteran. Munition Satchel now only provides 1 additional item, down from 2. to address overstocking and spamming equipment. Thank fucking God. I mean, it's still bad because people are still gonna buy and have armor or ammo boxes, and they're still gonna have 6 grenades to throw, right? If they're full up on grenades, they got 3 grenades, throw an ammo box down, 3 grenades, their teammate has the ammo box, 3 grenades. Like, it's still it's still a huge problem. But yeah, hopefully that lessens that a little bit. Tacticals and lethals, maximum deployed tacticals and lethals reduced to 2 each, down from 3, to make more purposeful trap plays. Impact grenades, default stack size increased from 2 to 3. When equipped with munitions satchel, the max stack size increases to 4. Honestly, it might be impact grenade while running bomb squads. You get that little like outline, and you throw impact grenades. Thermobaric bomb buff, damage increase and radius increase. Frag grenade nerf with a little bit of a buff. Outer damage increase, but a middle and inner damage decrease. Experimental gas grenade slightly increase the trigger height of the gas effect to better match visuals. Movement reduction from gas decrease without resistance from 60 to 50%, with resistance from 60 to 25%. Gas damage against resistant targets reduced from 8 to 5. So a bit of a nerf. Stim shots, strafe slide velocity with stim slightly reduced. So stim shots got a little bit of a nerf. Spy camera updated the outline visual with no longer displays through walls. Effect duration increased from 7 to 10 seconds. I don't know anybody that uses that in Warzone. Proximity alarm, again, I don't know really anybody that uses that in Warzone. Advanced UAVs now display directional arrows. Bunker buster gas damage against targets with gas resistance has been reduced. Okay, again, that veteran perk, I guess. Loadout drop marker, the bounce factor for loadout drop markers has been reduced by 50%. Cool. I guess you could control it more now. It doesn't bounce so far away from you. Portable decontamination station. The ability to re-enable a closed buy station by dropping a PDS nearby now works as intended. However, to align with previously outlined buy station changes, this is not possible during the final circle of a match. Cool. So they fixed a bug where it wasn't working to throw a PDS on a buy station. However, you cannot do that at the end in the final circle. Reload speeds have been improved across all weapons. Still way too many weapons in the game. We do not need the Modern Warfare 2 weapons. I can argue we don't need the Modern Warfare 3 weapons either, but it is what it is. You're trying to make all the weapons viable. There's 150 weapons in the game. You're not going to make them all viable. It's downright impossible, but whatever. They're all faster. They all might be a little closer to viable, but still the TTKs are just vastly different. Bullet penetration, adjusted bullet penetration across most material, resulting in a more consistent experience for thicker walls. Thank God, because every wall in the game feels like it's made out of paper, and I literally stay consistently getting shot through like 4 or 5 walls, and it's very annoying. Weapon swap, increased weapon swap speed by 10%, effectively replicating the effect of quick grip. Yep, they're giving us default quick grip gloves. Sprint to fire, reduce sprint to fire penalty when jumping. Okay, and aim down sight when speed penalty by 25%. So basically, jump shotting is going to be a little bit more viable as opposed to slide shot or dive shot. Get a lot less of a penalty, so it feels a lot smoother. New weapons, PPSH, nice. Fan favorite, Cypher 091. kind of. What does that remind you of? Hey, put it down in the comments section what this gun reminds you of. I can't put my finger on it. Fang 82 kind of looks like a Galil type. And the TR2, that's a FAL all the way. You see that gun from a mile away. This is probably gonna be dog shit. This one will these two will probably be meta. Maybe the PPSH. I take that back. The PPSH and the Fang 82 will probably be meta because they're the new weapons. The Cypher will probably be too weak, as well as the TR2. So we'll look to unlock and upgrade the Fang 82 and the PPSH as soon as possible. AK-74, looking like a buff to range. Nice, improved aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. Lower torso multiplier also boosted, so all around buff. I feel like 36 is not enough. Might need a little bit more of damage, maybe like 38, 39, and then it'll be really viable because I think the M4 is at like 40. So yeah, it definitely needs a buff to damage. Did they nerf the XM4? Oh no, it's only at 29. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. All right. Leg multiplier increases from 0.9 to 0.95. Headshot multiplier increased to 1.15. So a little bit of a buff there for that MS-85. AS Val default magazine reload speed 5% faster. It really needs a bigger magazine. Doesn't really need faster reload for the magazines, but I guess it's for the ground loot AS Val. I think they need to take it out altogether because it's a dog shit weapon. Goblin Mark II. This is one of the first guns I was running with the integration of Warzone. The Goblin Mark II is actually a laser beam and it downs people really fast, but it's a mid-range gun. It's a resurgence gun. You're not playing big map with it, and it's a single tap as well. So it's like the DMR. You gotta fucking spam the trigger finger. So they're actually buffing the damage on it medium range, and then buffing the range on it overall. So, and the bullet velocity. That might put it in the viable category, honestly. Now that they're buffing the range on it and the damage, it might not be a mid-range anymore. GPR 91. I felt like when the game first dropped, this was the viable AR over the M4, just because of recoil control. It hit, has good damage, had good range. But then they gave the M4 that buffer stock, and it was just all downhill from there. I didn't really feel like it needed a nerf, but it got a nerf nonetheless. Model L got a buff. This might creep into that meta category. Buff on the ranges, lower torso, leg multiplier increase. XM4 nerf to the range. Seeing that coming from a mile away. Leg multiplier decreased as well. 100 round mag, aim down sight penalty increase. Buffer stock nerf decreased from 60 to 45. Still not enough. 45 is still a lot. They just need to make this available for all weapons, honestly. Just make it available for all weapons. Because 45 is still a lot. 45%, 18%, 20%. That's still a lot of recoil. That's like when in Modern Warfare 3, when they unlocked the BFB muzzle, and it reduced like all recoil on every weapon, but you popped up on the map as if the player had an advanced UAV. So that was like the downside to using it, why nobody used it. C9 gets a buff. That's huge. I want a C9 meta. We love the MP5 here. Range and damage on the medium range. Jackal gets a nerf to range. Ooh. So it does 41 damage versus 36 damage. But that damage drop off at 10 meters down to 35. And this holds 36 at up to 13. That's a good change. Those are good changes. We'll see which one is meta. We'll see which one comes out on top. Aim down sight speed improved. They made this gun even faster. Okay. And sprint to fire time improved. KSV 33. Well, 33 damage all the way up to basically 14 meters. I thought this gun was already pretty good. It was on par with the C9. We'll see how it does now with a bit of a buff. The PP19 or 919, sorry. PP Bison as it was in Cold War. 42 damage up to 12 meters. Almost 13 meters. This is probably going to be meta. More damage than the C9, further than the Jackal. And I think 1 point more damage than the Jackal. Yeah. Look for a PP19. PP919 meta. LMG, buffer stock attachment. Horizontal recoil control decreased from 40% to 25%. Vertical recoil control decreased from 25% to 15%. Gun kick. Okay, again, nerf the buffer stock. 9mm PM increased the range and mag sizes as well as some multipliers. Cool. Lootable perks, available perks from the ground have been updated. Shouted, irradiated, veteran, flex, sprinter, and tempered. Lootable weapons, all ground loot weapons builds have been refreshed. Seasoned semi-automatic rifles, bursts, cool. Intel contracts now has a very low chance to reward a durable gas mask. That's pretty cool. Signal intelligence, cash rewards for signal intelligence contracts, which were previously 7,500 per player, have now been reduced based on squad size. Cool. I don't think any of these are in ranked, but cool. Scavenger distance between scavenger crates has been reduced, requiring less of a marathon between objectives. Thank God, because every time you pick up a scavvy, it's like on the other side of the map, and it's very annoying. The majority of the time, objectives will prioritize remaining within the same point of interest. Thank you. Runaway train. This event has a 10% chance to occur in the 5th circle of Battle Royale. All right. Bunker busters, clutch strikes no longer count towards progress for this challenge. These challenges. Damage adjustment, C4 and IED damage has been slightly adjusted to ensure greater consistency when destroying vehicles. How about you make the vehicles more consistent in the game? You make them faster, you make them handle better, you make them viable again because they're dog shit and nobody uses them. Yeah. And there's also no point when you have zips and, you know, zips around the map and redeployable zips and stuff. There's literally no point in vehicles in the game. Make vehicles great again. UI post-match XP widget, updated XP widget to provide more information after a match. Cool. Audio, third-party reverb, reducing reverb effects when improve directionality of movement. Audio reduced by other players. Footstep scan. Okay, cool. Parachute. Adjust parachute audio being louder than intended at further distances. Thank God, because I think people are landing on me all the time, and I look up and they're like way like 200 meters in the air, and it's like, okay. Self-revive players will now hear this enemy self-revive sound. I don't know why they took that out of the game to begin with, chat. This is a really dumb change. Bug fixes. Here are all the bug fixes. Let's see. we're not going through all those bug fixes. If you want to read all those bug fixes, I'll leave a link in the description where you can see these patch notes. But yeah, that's a lot of fixes. This update might be 100 gigs. But without further ado, hopefully sounds good. We'll see. Every time they have an update, you know how it is. They, fix 10 things and break 20 more things. So hopefully the kernel driver update will stop the hacking and the cheating, and hopefully all these bug fixes make the game more fun or more enjoyable, less of a hassle and whatnot. So yeah, without further ado, you have a blessed one. Stay safe. Peace out.